Now this is Joe Hedges, and Joe has he's going to interview me and Ruth, and we're quite frightened because we think he's got really tough questions for us.
I'm nervous.
Right,
Okay,
Joe?
fire away, Joe.
Shoot.
If you weren't TV presenters, what would you be?
Well, a lot of people say we're not TV presenters, but that's another story. I think I would be I was going to say a football manager, but really only probably of a primary school football team, really.
I would like to be a cook because I like
I'd
cooking.
like you to be a cook too.
How rude.
Yes.
I like cooking, and I think I'm not too bad at it, so I reckon I could just about scrape a living doing that.
What did you want to be when you were a child?
Well, at one stage I wanted to be James Bond, then I wanted to be an astronaut, but really from 11 years of age I wanted to be a reporter, and I was very, very lucky that I just stayed tuned to that, and I was very blessed that I was able to do it.
And I wanted to be an air hostess because when I was young my dad was in the army and we travelled a lot and I thought it was very glamorous. But then as I got older I decided I don't really like flying very much, so I changed my mind.
And also Ruth wouldn't really get on well with people, and I think to be an air hostess she would have to be nice to people.
Be nice all the
And
time.
I don't think she could have done that.
No.
What's it like?
This is the best interview I've ever done, you know. It is. Next question.
What's it like working with your wife or husband?
Next question. It's tough. Do you work with your wife?
No.
No. Oh no. Could you work with your mummy? No.
No.
Say yes.
No. It's difficult. I think what happens is that you end up arguing about things that you wouldn't argue with a stranger, really.
Just, it would be fine if Eamonn would just accept that I'm always right and just do as he's told, and then we wouldn't argue.
We noticed a bit of bickering this morning, actually.
Yes, it happens quite a lot.
Yes, there's as much chance. Well, there's two chances. There's no hope and Bob hope, really, of that ever happening. So it's tough, but actually it's also a very nice privilege, and it's very, very nice to be there, knowing that she sits adoring me all day. And
Did you
secretly
hear
fancying me.
Eamonn say a rude word today?
It didn't come from my lips. Next question.
Okay, this is for you.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite Man U player?
Of all time or presently?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Well, of all time, I really, really adored George Best, but I was probably a wee bit too young. I was your age when George Best was playing at his prime, so I was too young really to remember what I was seeing totally. But the player that I remember watching so much and just was magical to me was Eric Cantona. Do you ever hear of Eric Cantona?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
And this is for you. Does he get in a bad mood when Man U lose?
What can I
Is
say?
the Pope a
Is the
Catholic?
Pope a Catholic?
Does Ollie Moore wear hats?
Yes. Yes, and thrice yes. In fact, I stay away from him, Joe, if they're losing. And my son now, Jack, has also picked up on this. So they're like bears with sore heads if they're losing. So I stay well out of the way. And in fact, if they've lost badly, I just leave the house.
Just as I care about it very passionately. I don't like losing at anything, really. And I don't gamble, I don't drink, I don't chase women. Well, most of those things I don't do. And
It's very boring.
And really, that is my passion, that is my pastime. Do you like winning?
Yeah.
Do you like football?
Yeah.
Who do you support?
Man U.
That's
Yeah.
the right answer. That's the right answer, Joe. That's very, very good, yeah.
And have either of you got any annoying habits?
Oh, how long have you got for Eamonn? Let me think. He rubs his feet together with his socks
Well,
on.
Ruth,
when
you're
we're
more
watching
annoying
television.
than me. You know you're more annoying than me.
He-
Ruth is what you call odd, something strange, odd. Things annoy
Eamonn has a bad habit of interrupting me. Have you noticed that?
Ruth has got
Yeah.
very sensitive hearing. She's very intolerant as well, and she gets irritated just very easily. And I'm just so relaxed and easygoing. And but
Joe, you'll have to come back another time and ask me that question because we'd need about an hour for me to tell you about Eamonn's bad habits, really.
well, apparently I flick the television stations because Ruth has to watch one program at a time, whereas I just every time an ad break comes on, I flick.
I do
call.
that.
Do you?
Do that. Yeah, what's wrong with
I'm
that?
not going to watch TV with you
She
then.
doesn't like that, and she doesn't like the way I drive. She doesn't like the way I make the bed, or
he
make
doesn't
the
make the
evening
bed.
meal at night, or hoover the carpet, or she doesn't like any of those things.
Sounds like me and Daddy.
Yeah, I don't like the way she keeps her car. She's very untidy with her car, and that annoys me. She never puts any water in the screen wipe. She never puts any petrol in the. Okay, we're running out of film yet.
Yeah, I've only got 29 minutes
It
left.
was lovely meeting you. Thank you very much indeed. I hope you become an interviewer when you grow up. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't know, a golfer.
Joe Hedges, famous golfer, Ryder Cup winner. That would be just lovely to hear.
Good to meet
Very
you.
much.
Very good
Thank
interview.
you.
Good questions.
And your sister's lovely. We love her. She's gorgeous. Sue.
Thank you.
Thanks, boys.
great.
Sorry to keep you.
Thank
you very
you.
much.
Thank
Sorry,
you very
guys.
much for today. It's been lovely.
No, you can take some
I
pictures.
get all the
Yeah.
pictures you want now.